Hey guys, Rich with Rich Rebuilds here, and I'm back with another episode on my flooded Tesla Model X build. If you aren't up to speed on the build progress, hit that subscribe button and take a look at the Model X playlist. Now for a quick recap, the first episode I got the car in the shop, tore the interior out, including front and rear seats and all carpeting. I also lost my assistant Cam. He's not dead, I just don't know where he is. The body control module at the front of the car definitely seen better days. Now the second episode I removed the rear charger to inspect for water, along with a comparison of what the inside of a 72 amp charger versus a 48 amp charger looks like. There was absolutely no traces of water in the charger of the vehicle, which means I'm going to be buttoning it back up pretty soon and installing it back in the car. Thankfully Tesla put a nice gasket at the top cover just in case, and that simple gesture saved a ton of time and frustration. Now today I'm going to remove some of the more common things that would fail in the event of a flood. Remember, this is what the car looked like. The water was up to the belt line of the vehicle, and unfortunately all of the important electronics live below that line. So today I'll be removing additional modules such as the cabin heater, airbag module, as well as the knee airbags themselves. We're also going to attempt to clean these parts by using an ultrasonic cleaner to see how clean it could get the electronic boards, because maybe we could actually still use these parts. Either way, let's get some more parts out of the car.
Like make a mess and shit everywhere. Like you can tell you're not one of those guys that like everything's like in order.
Carl.
That might be not so savable. He's yucky. Hate it.
It's not bad. A little rust, but they're all rusty like that.
Yeah, that's okay. Education. They go to school and they do zero. What, like science class. Like,
This thing got messed up. Yeah, man. Come on the other side. Look at that.
that is yucky. Holy crap.
Now I'm at the point where I can actually start cleaning parts. Today we have the body control module that was underwater for several days, which looks like this. In case you can't see the corrosion, let me just use this pointer right here. Aw, Rich Rebuild's kitchen knife, baby. And here's the airbag control module that looks like this. Now, I'm sure this wasn't salt water, so the cleaning process will be much easier. First, we're going to get a soft bristle toothbrush and lightly scrub the corrosion away with some distilled water. Now the distilled water and toothbrush did a great job, and after a secondary rinse in distilled water, we're going to use something known as an ultrasonic cleaner. An ultrasonic cleaner is something that uses ultrasound to agitate a fluid that's appropriate for the item being cleaned. It uses ultrasonic compression waves to clean and leave behind small vacuum bubbles to remove contaminants from surfaces. Today I'm going to use a printed circuit board cleaner solution and set the cleaner to 80 degrees for 30 minutes. Let's see if we can see some of those small cleaning bubbles. Yep, there they are. The camera might not be picking this up, but it's actually pulling small pieces of dirt and corrosion off the circuit board itself. Well, this is boring. So, I took a trip to get some equipment for the electrified garage. Do you want to hear about it? Please hold. So I hop in the Uber, get to the airport, and I'm pretty damn hungry, so look, yogurt, my favorite. I love yogurt. $6.49! I ain't paying $6.49 for that. Okay, fine, I'll buy it. Let me get a water too. What's cheaper, Dasani or Smart Water? Probably Dasani. Get to the register. Oh look, AirPods. Wait, those aren't real. Time to eat my yogurt. Who designed this yogurt? What a poor design. The granola should be in a separate small container located in the strawberry cup itself. Board the plane, hell yeah, first class, baby. Got tired, decided to use my $20 neck pillow, which does nothing, by the way. I could have bought a neck pillow that did nothing on the plane for $6. Okay, whatever. I'll just get on Wi-Fi. You are out of your Wi-Fi coverage area. Okay. Plane landed successfully and no one clapped, thank God, because I can't stand people that clap when the plane lands. We get off the plane and damn! This is a big-ass airport. I can't walk 45 minutes in these Vapor Maxes. Oh, wait. They have trains in the airport? We walk to our Uber. It's a big-ass SUV. Takes us to the hotel. And the hotel is kinda, well, I wonder what's in that hole. Okay, whatever. I'll figure it out later. Get in the elevator. Elevator door opens. Elevator door closes. Let's see what this room looks like. Oh. How modern. What time is it? 2 a.m.? Wait a minute. 2:01? Good night. Woke up the next morning, took an Uber 1 hour to rent a Performance Model 3. Okay, well, there that goes. Bang on the guy's door. We never got the car. Took another Uber 1 hour back, did some more work in the car. Then we got to Cemb, which is an Italian manufacturer of wheel, tire balancing, and alignment equipment. We're going to be replacing some of our old equipment with the newest offering from Cemb. We're going to have a brand new alignment machine, new balancer, and tire change equipment. And while we were there, they showed us some of their newest technology on their Argo system. They managed to cut down the time of reading your alignment specs from what can take up to 30 minutes just to set up down to 30 seconds. Check out their website below in the description to see some of the cool stuff they have to offer. So we leave in an Uber, we got to dinner, and I had 3 Moscow Mules. A Moscow Mule consists of ginger beer, lime juice, and vodka. Okay, time to go to another bar. This seems fine. Had 2 more Moscow Mules. Left the bar to walk back to the hotel. Everything is fine. See? What the hell is going on? Everything is so fuzzy. Go to bed early because we have a meeting at 8 a.m. to check out more equipment. What a great sleep that was. Oh, it's 8:18. Woo, sorry I'm late. Crazy night last night, huh, boys? Okay. Check out more of the equipment, then I head back to the hotel to take a quick nap and agree to meet for lunch at 1 p.m. because I am tired. Oh, it's 3 o'clock. While I'm waiting for my food, I have another Moscow Mule. Food's here. What better way to celebrate than having a Moscow Mule? Dessert's here. Better wash it down with a Moscow Mule. You know what? What a great day today was. Better have a Moscow Mule just in case. You know what? I'll have another. Damn, these are just good. Time to pee. Look what I wrote. I'm hungry. Time to go to another bar. Excuse me, do you have wings? You know what? Let me get a Moscow Mule. Hotel time. I don't feel so good. Next day, we pick up the machines that we'll need to run the shop. We go with the DWA 1000 alignment machine, the ER 75 hub match, and the SM 1100 tire change machine. Nice! We have equipment for the shop. Okay, back to the airport. Damn, this is a high escalator. Thank God I'm not afraid of heights. It said it's going to be there in 3 seconds. I'll believe it when I see it. 3, 2, 1. Oh, it actually came. Let's get some work done. Trying to charge my laptop. But these plugs don't work. Wait, what? What the hell is this? The whole thing's a sham. These plugs don't go anywhere. Why are there no fucking plugs at the airport? I'm over it. I'll get some water. $3.25 for water? Looks like I'm drinking out of the bathroom sink. This dude is dead. Okay, time to board my plane. Who built this thing? Got the seat in that exit row. Extra room, boy. He got the J's on the plane, boy. Get your face out of my shot, boy. We land the plane. Nobody clapped. Get my bags, hop on the conveyor belt for humans, and we're back home. Bon appetit. In the next episode, we're going to take a look at how the circuit boards turned out, and we're actually going to reinstall the body control module to see how the car reacts to the clean part. We're also going to replace the heating system and remove the MCU's LCD screen to see if we can get rid of some of the discoloration. I'm going to be checking the motor to see if any water got inside of it, and there's a chance we'll have to remove and inspect the main battery as well. Thank you for watching, everyone. The groundbreaking for the electrified garage should be soon, so you'll have an update of that as well. And don't forget to check out Cemb's website for a preview of some of the high-end equipment you'll be seeing at the shop. Thanks for watching, everyone, and I will see you all soon.